Oh my goodness, what a weekend in the crypto markets. That was surely no fun at all. First, Donald Trump's announcement about strategic reserves sending the market skyrocketing, only to sell off in a matter of hours later, sending the fear and greed index to lows rarely seen before in the past. And so that's why right now I'm gonna give you two updates on two coins. One where we stuck with our prediction as of in recent scenarios, and one where we had to adapt our prediction to the new facts that the market presented us with over those last couple of days. So stay tuned as we're gonna dive into ADA, Cardano and CRO Cronos. Hello and welcome to another video by HKCM Global. My name is Joe and I'm gonna take you to an emergency update on both Cardano and Cronos, because over those last couple of days there has been violent market action that has led us to rethink our main scenario regarding Cronos. And in case you didn't really pay attention to what was happening over the weekend, I'm gonna explain to you exactly that. So as you can see here on the X page of Michael Saylor, he retweeted, "The US crypto reserve will elevate this critical industry after years of corrupt attacks by the Biden administration, which is why Executive Order on Digital Asset directed the Presidential Working Group to move forward on a crypto strategic reserve that includes XRP, Solana and ADA. I will make sure the United States is the crypto capital of the world. We are making America great again." And only a couple of minutes later he added to that post, and obviously BTC and ETH as other valuable cryptocurrencies will be part of the reserve. I also love Bitcoin and Ethereum. You know, you just gotta love that style of communication by the most powerful man of the world, just putting out a casual tweet like this one, and then an hour later, "Oh yeah, never mind, I forgot about Ethereum and Bitcoin, those are also great." So that in a nutshell was what led to that violent market increase on Sunday afternoon leading into Sunday night, taking Bitcoin up all the way to $95,000, starting from 80 or 82,000 at the time. Not exactly sure on the particular number, however, that doesn't really matter at all, because ever since we have, as of now, again, completely wiped out all those market gains that have been made as of Sunday afternoon leading into Sunday night. So as you can see here on this chart, that's over here when the Trump announcement was made regarding the crypto reserves. And those are, what are those? Those are 30-minute candles. So over the course of the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, over the course of the next 3 hours, we had this massive price surge, basically taking up the whole crypto sector all over the board, adding a total of 400 billion in the matter of 12 hours. Well, the better part of it happened during those 3 hours only, adding those 400 billion to the total crypto market cap. And ever since, in only the next 1.5 days, we've again wiped out 500 million in crypto market cap. So in a nutshell, that tweet, those news have been worth nothing. And that becomes even more obvious as we go over to the crypto fear and greed index. Remember, that is not the sole Bitcoin fear and greed index, that is an overall crypto fear and greed index. So looking at the whole market, not just Bitcoin in and of itself. And as you can see here, we're sitting at a fear and greed reading of 15, extreme fear. And it even becomes more obvious, more telling, if we look here on this overall chart, looking at the whole of the last year. So starting in early March of 2024, leading up all the way to March of 2025. And here in yellow, you of course can see the Bitcoin price since, and you can see that those levels, we have hit a level 10, so even way lower than right now. We've hit a level 10 on February of 27, and here March the 2nd was when the Trump announcement was made. We were sitting at a fear and greed reading of 26, so quite a bit higher than today. Then Monday morning, of course, was all glory at the reading of 33, and now we're back again at a reading of 15. So one could summarize that over the better part of the last week, we have been constantly, almost constantly, with the exception of one day only, we have been below a reading of 25, which already is extreme fear territory. And as you can see here, that line of a reading of 25, we've rarely ever been here in the past. So we have been here only in one occasion. That was back in August of 2024, when we bottomed out with the back then correction of Bitcoin. reaching from the high of 74,000 all the way down to 55,000. So extreme fear levels like rarely seen before. And if we particularly look at that reading of only a 10 on 27th of February, we have to go even way back. So going back a bit more, nope, no 10 inside, no 10 inside still, no 10 inside still, nope, nope, further, further, further. Oh yeah, that could be a 10 or lower. Yeah, so you see over there we have a 10, we have a 9, and we even have a 7. So, and a 6. Oh yeah, so we need to go back all the way to June of 2022, when we have been sitting at a Bitcoin price of 20,000. Right now we're sitting at over 80,000, so 4 times that price. But still we have to go all the way back to such levels to find a lower fear and greed reading like the one that we just experienced last week. So that's for perspective, to really bring into context on how big the fear level currently is in the market. So what's our prediction then? Starting with Cardano. With Cardano, we of course are talking about the biggest winner of the Trump announcement, even as of now. So our main scenario overall remains the same. We conclude that we have been in a wave 1 top here ever since we have seen an A, B, C correction, to conclude that overreaching wave 2 and are currently in the development of a wave 3, which should take us somewhere all the way up to $5.28-ish. And on the more imminent picture, that means that this target zone that we have put in place way beforehand has now been hit, and the price managed to climb above out of the target zone. And that over here, following the Trump announcement, of course, that was this violent candle marking a 80% price increase in just a couple of hours. But to tell the whole story, as of now, we have yet already annihilated 60% of those 80% gains. So right now, currently, we're only looking at a 22% gain currently. But still, that uptick is a good signal of the market, of course. However, overall, we still conclude that the Cardano price should still go a little bit lower still, leading us somewhere in that area of 40 to 50-ish cents to finish up that overreaching wave 2 in a WXYXZ correction, to then finally lay the foundation of an ongoing wave 3 to unfold from here onward. And if you remember those fear and greed levels that we just looked at on the chart, if the price of Cardano were to go down here even after the Trump announcement, you can imagine that probably by this point we will reach capitulation in the market. So next one, as promised, Cronos, one of my personal favorites, and that is not a paid ad by any means, but I'm a lover of Cronos. I have been using their credit card for many years. I think it's a great tool. Their whole ecosystem that they managed to build around it, I like it. I think it's great. However, regarding the CRO coin, it really doesn't look so good for this one. So as you can see here in our account, ever since the ICO of that coin, we have, as of now, never seen a real bullish structure for Cronos. I mean, of course, one could think that those increases from December all the way to December of 21 of 1,500%, that was a bull market. We don't think so, actually. We think that is a corrective structure. We see a wave 1 top being concluded here already at the ICO, and ever since we see the course in a corrective phase with an A, B, C corrective move, and as of recently, we have had concluded the wave 2 low to be in already here. But recent market action has proven us otherwise, and I'll just show you that on the more imminent chart. In the broad term of things, we still see the wave 2 to be in here, and after a wave 2, of course, follows a wave 3 upwards move that should take us somewhere in the area of probably $1.50, which from current levels will, of course, sitting at 7 cents, will of course be about a 2,000% increase. So delicious gains, no other way to put it. And what does that mean on the imminent time frame? And that's also where I can show you where we had to restructure. So I just told you that as of recently, we have concluded our wave 2 low to be completed already over here in November of 24. But as of recently, as of last week, that price level here broke. And I'm gonna show you what I mean. So you can see here we had this price level. We have here had the low in November of 24, and ever since we have remained above that low as up until very recently. So zooming in, I mean, it's barely visible, but it is there. So over here, that has been a clear break of that price marker. And in Elliott wave theory, that's an absolute deal breaker. You can just not undershoot price levels like this and still remain in your count. If something like that happens, you have to adapt. You know, we cannot force the market to do as we wish, but we can only interpret the market and let the market be the deciding force on where the course will go in the future. And as you can see here, I mean, it's kind of embarrassing, but we have had in the past 2 target zones for Cronos, so we have been more bullish than the price chart really turned out to be. So in the past, we have had a target zone here, which led to a 30% price increase, which of course, as you can see, has not been sustained. And we have had another target zone, which also was a hit and led to price increases of around 20%, but again, was not sustained. So everybody who at this point had entered in would have been stopped out as soon as we re-entered that box. So no money lost there, but still not a successful trade. And so as of now, we currently do not have a clear target zone for this upcoming, hopefully soon upcoming bottom for Cronos, but we conclude the bottom for Cronos to be in, hopefully very, very soon, maybe somewhere here in the area at around 5 cents, maybe even all the way down to 4 cents. And that will then, as I just showed you before, mark a major bottom for Cronos, which should lay the foundation for price increases over the next years to follow. And that's about it for today. Hope you enjoyed. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, you should do so. It really is a mistake if you don't, because on that channel we will deliver to you fresh updates on the market, predictions, insights, analyses, all free of charge, completely free of charge, and that multiple times a week. We're currently in the process of building up the channel and scaling up our video output to 6 to 7 videos a week. So free value for you in a frequency like few other channels out there. So go down to the description, press on the subscribe button, turn on the bell notifications, and also in the description itself there is a link taking you to a landing page where you can fill in your email address, and by doing so you will get notified as soon as our company is ready to roll out our international daily market analysis service. As of now, we're only operating serving customers in the center of Europe, but we decided to go global, hence this channel. And as soon as we are ready to roll out that service internationally, you will get notified. So if you go down to that link, fill in your email address, no obligation for you whatsoever, but you will get notified amongst one of the first, and you will get the chance to enroll in our daily market analysis service covering over 200 markets, providing you with analyses, target zones, entry points, and trading areas. Also, as of yesterday, we have launched our profiles on both X and Instagram. So if you also like to read a little bit about the markets on a daily basis and you are on those platforms, please take the chance to right now head over to Instagram, head over to X, subscribe to our pages there as well, hit a follow. See you over there. Take care. Bye-bye.